Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. The option look. Now the toss. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, when you're running the pro route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He'll ride his man on the option. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the option. Now the pitch. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back down.
First down here for the offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Stands in and takes the hit. Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Rashada. Gets it out fast. And he's running in the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's another first down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense.
Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
They're going to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Dances away to buy time. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Defense on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. At the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space, and they will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to SMU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love it. I love it. First down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball.
He unleashes a long one. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The offense will quickly use a timeout. to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. Coming after it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. One more snap coming before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown has ensued. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB